So hello, now we are going to start with another sum. Mr. Sinha has invested in three mutual fund schemes as per the details below. Particular scheme X, scheme Y and scheme Z, and this is the entry point of the entry date of the three schemes. Amount of investment they have given us, net asset value at entry date they have given, then dividend received up to 31st March 17 also they have given, and net asset value as on 31st March 2017 they have given. You are required to find the effective yield per annum basis in respect of each of the three schemes. Now what is yield? Yield is nothing but the return which the investor is going to earn, and this we have to calculate per annum basis. So right now I will be doing scheme X, and then it will be similar, scheme Y and Z would be similar, which you can try it out. So I will be solving the scheme X for you all. So let's start. So what we are going to do is we are going to solve scheme X. So scheme X is what we are going to do right now. Now friends, on 1st December 2016 we have entered into the scheme. So on 1st December 2016 we have entered the scheme, and the NAV they have given up till 31st March 2017. So 31st March 2017. So it's 1st December. So December, January, February and March. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 months. So we are there in this scheme for 4 months. Now the amount of investment is 5 lakhs and the net asset value at the entry date is 10.50. In other words, we have to find the number of units which the investor would receive. Now what they have said is that at the entry date, the NAV, that is the 1 unit, was costing how much. So at the entry date, the 1 unit was costing 10.50. So 10.50 rupees is the cost of 1 unit. Now this investor has invested 5 lakh rupees. So this investor has invested 5 lakh rupees. So how many units this investor is going to receive? So 5 lakh I will multiply by 1 and then I will divide by 10.50. So 5 lakhs if I divide by 10.50, then I am going to get 47619.0476 units. So these many units the investor has received against the investment of 5 lakh rupees. Now dividend received up to 31st March 17 is 9,500. Now this dividend which they have mentioned, it is not on per unit basis. So together he has received on all the units which he has purchased, he has received 9,500 as dividend. So now we are going to find the return of the investor. So we are going to find the return of the investor. Now this investor has received a dividend and the dividend amount is 9,500 rupees. So this is one return which he has received. Now NAV, net asset value at the entry date is 10.50 and the net asset value at the year end, that is 31st March 17, is 10.40. So friends, what has happened that in the beginning, when at the entry date the NAV was 10.50, and now after 4 months the NAV has turned out to be 10.40. So the NAV has turned out to be 10.40. So you can see that the NAV has declined by 0.10 paise per unit. So this decline in value is nothing but a loss to the investor. So you can say this is nothing but a capital depreciation, or you can say diminution in the value. So this investor has purchased these number of units So 47619.0476. These many number of units this investor has purchased, and per unit there is a loss of 0.10. So how much loss? This is nothing but a loss for the investor. So 47619.0476, if I multiply by 0.10, so 4761.90, so I can take it as 4762 rupees. This much is the loss which the investor is going to bear. So now we are going to find the net return for the investor. So this dividend is 9500. It is an income for the investor, and this is a capital depreciation which is a loss. So 4762 is the loss. So his net return would be 9500 minus 4762. So 4738 is the net return for the investor. Now students, friends, we know the net return for the of the investor, and that net return is 4738. Okay, so 4738 rupees is the net return. Then we know the period the scheme is there. So the scheme is there for 4 months. Then you have to find the initial investment amount. So initial investment amount is, we know that the initial investment amount is 5 lakh rupees. So 5 lakh rupees. Now we have to find the effective yield. Effective yield means the return in percentage. Effective yield, but we want to find per annum basis. So what I will do, I will put net return since it is an income, and then I will divide by the initial investment. Then this I am going to multiply by 100, but this return is for 4 months. So here I am going to write 4 months, and I want the return for per annum, means I want the return for 12 months. So I am going to write here 12 months. So in this way we are going to convert the return of 4 months into a per annum return. So net return is 4738, and the initial investment is 5 lakh rupees. This I will be multiplying by 100 into 4 into 12 divided by 4. So this I will be solving. This two you can cancel it out. 4 ones are and 4 threes are. So 4738, if I multiply by 3 and then I divide by 5000, so I am going to get an effective return or yield per annum 2.8428%. So we have done it for scheme X. Like that you can attempt for scheme Y and scheme Z. Thank you.